You will wake up in the night, need to go to the kitchen for a drink. As you're opening the fridge, cupboard, sink, don't open the sink, that will, how do you even open this? You don't like break the sink in half. Be nice to your sink. As you're doing that, behind you, you hear a giggling. You turn round and you see Eve staring into your eyes. And you say, "Oh!" Welcome everybody to, I don't know what I would have done if I'd gotten a different character, but at the same time, now that I retroactively think about what just happened, if there's one thing that you don't want to do to someone who has broken into your house, is just walk in the room with them and go, "Oh!" I feel like that won't exactly make the problem go away, but I am, as I've always said, a firm believer in combat via confusion. Someone who is too busy trying to work out if you have a genuine problem or you're just a moron is not someone who can effectively fight you in a combat scenario, okay? You draw your gun on someone and they draw your gun on you when you're having a as happens all the time, you know, in all of these situations where you're in proper Wild West showdowns, it must happen, all the time. I can't walk 5 feet down the street without having to duel a cowboy. It's just it's a real curse. It really, really is. And, what you do, okay, is shoot yourself in the foot. Look, that sounds stupid, right? But you're both, like, oh, who's gonna shoot first? Shoot yourself in the foot, and what's the opponent gonna do? He's gonna be like, and while he's having that response, you shoot him in the face, and that's what you get, alright? And then you tell him, "I'm putting my foot down." You don't want to do it before you shoot him in the face, because it might give away the fact that you are planning on a legendary betrayal here. Obviously, that was tactical damage, as this room definitely needed Horror of Babylon to activate in. So, obviously, I deliberately put myself into a really, really tiny space, and made it really super hard for me to dodge anything at all that is coming towards me. So that's why I did that. And I needed to take the extra half heart of damage there. Again, deliberately! It was tactical! And that wasn't me panicking or anything. That was me powering up. And obviously that was a deliberate thing too, because when I'm on half a heart, it means anything could kill me. So I have to deliberately play really well, so otherwise I die. So it heightens my ability to succeed. If you've ever wanted to be good at something, right, if you really want to pass a test, something like that, convince someone to break your arm if you fail, and then suddenly, right, knowing that will happen, you'll do really well. Like, the thing is, it sounds like I'm joking, but actually I'm not. I like to deliberately put myself in a do-or-die awful situation, because then I know I will actually do it, because I'm so bad at not procrastinating about stuff all the time, that sometimes in order to really get the job done, I do like to, make myself have dire consequences if I fail. Not like I'm setting up like an email that auto-emails everyone I know with my deepest, darkest secrets or something, but, I like to deliberately, okay, I'll start working 20 minutes before the deadline. That way, I will probably definitely get it done. And the thing is, it does kind of work out for me. Like, it genuinely does. But yeah, TLDR, guys. If you're ever in a bad situation, shoot yourself in the foot and win via confusion. Boom. Absolutely easy. Terrible as hell, first floor there, in terms of what we gained, but that's okay, because it can only get better from here, and that's the way that you look at it, right? No matter what happens to you, no matter how bad it is, you just need to know that it can only get better. You break both arms and your legs, you're like, well, I don't have any more limbs left to break, so it can only get better from here. And I think that's a really comforting feeling for us all. Talking of comforting feelings for us all, I've had really the opposite recently. There's been some seriously spooky goings on, and I Guys, that's like the 4th time I've talked through some variant of fighting by confusion, and I don't mind. I'm very much aware that it is, but I will not stop until I have either converted the world to that way of thinking or in charge of my own dojo with my own signature style of confusion. Like kung fu, like confusion. Come on! That was good. Come on! Then everything will be absolutely fine. I should not have picked up the vampire bat. It's quite a poor item to have on Eve. Then again, as I should be doing a devil deal that will get rid of my red heart so I can Babylon it up, it should work out okay. It's just a bit of a useless item in general. It really is. But no, there's been some seriously spooky stuff going on in my house, and it kind of terrifies me in a very big way. It really does. Firstly, it started when the builder that was working on the kitchen, he was in the attic installing some pipes that run through and stuff, and he came downstairs and went, look, I found 2 books upstairs in this really old, ancient attic that generally looks like someone could get dragged up there and murdered, and the 2... Oh my god, Polyphemus, come to me! I've been listening to Stephen Fry talk about Greek mythology while going to sleep, so I think this is a sign, because god damn it, that man has a voice that could bless children. Alright, well, as I was saying, I mean, I guess he could bless anyone. I mean, I guess children are easier to bless because there's less of them to bless. I think that's a viable thing you could say. Let me grab some... Oh, come on. I'm going to go in here. Yep, that was definitely worth. Don't get that. Yeah! Alright. Oh! Okay. Alright. Look before you leap is, I think, the message of the day. Let's move this highly explosive barrel out the way. Then we can get rid of that one. Then we can get rid of the others. I probably should have used that to try and get the secret room, thinking about it, but I'm not actually sure. Either way, he found 2 books in the attic, and they were both horror books, and they were really quite horrifying horror books. Like, really, they look ancient, torn, scarred. They were covered in blood in terms of the artwork. They weren't literally covered in blood. Let's not go crazy. But either way, they were kind of freaky, and I was like, oh, that's neat, I guess. And I put them... I'm going to take it, because I've got a good feeling about this devil deal. Well... I mean, I'm gonna take it because it's fine, and also it does mean that I can do that, which is cool, which does let me activate it at least for a bit of the next floor, and it does let me have the use as well. Though technically speaking, it now means whenever I try and void, so maybe that was a rash decision. Maybe that was a rash decision. I'm gonna be itching over that one. Like a rash decision. Yeah. Oh, the bombing skills to pay the bills as I take deliberate tactical damage. I mean, I'm happy to get tears up, but it's a 1. It's just a 1. It's not the most incredible bonus in the world, but it is a bonus, so I suppose I shouldn't be ungrateful about it. But yeah, these books sat next to me in my office for a while until eventually I was like, I really hate them. They're kind of freaking me out, especially late at night when I notice them. I've never even heard of them before. I didn't bother Googling them. I guess maybe I should have done, but I didn't bother doing anything like that. Either way, I eventually moved them into the corridor, which was fine for a while. But then Danny was like, can we move these books? They're kind of freaky every time I walk past. And I was like, yeah, they are kind of freaky every time we walk past. I agree. Just throw them in the bin. And she was like, yeah, we probably should do that. And I was like, cool, so that's sorted. And then to not talk about the books for a little bit. Recently, we started having some mysterious goings on with the door. The side door of the house keeps unlocking itself, which is obviously an issue at the best of times because you don't really want doors that are auto-unlocking themselves. That's kind of not ideal when you're trying to not get robbed. Because basically, we would go out or we would go to sleep and wake up and the side door was unlocked. And obviously, the initial assumption is, oh, we just just forgot to lock it, which, you know, seems like the thing to assume and is probably what happened. But Annie was absolutely convinced that she locked it. She said she remembered locking it, and we were like, ooh, that's a bit scary. And the thing that gives it credence is obviously the builders had a key in order to, because the builder is my cousin, so it's not like we don't trust him. But either way, it's so he can come round while we're asleep in the afternoon and actually get stuff done. Otherwise, my kitchen would still be just a dusty building site. And that also meant that there's been plasterers that had a key for a while, and basically it's entirely possible that someone had a key or made a copy and didn't give it back or anything like that. But still, it was unlocked twice, but nothing had gone missing, nothing bad had happened in the house, you know, and if somebody had kept a key for a malicious purpose, then something bad would have happened. That just follows. That just makes sense. So I kind of ruled out that possibility, and we're just trying to work out what the hell is going on. So when we went to my parents' house for a Christmas dinner, we decided to lock both the side door and the sort of metal gate thing that goes over the top of it. And we were like, all right, if both of these are unlocked when we get back, then something is definitely going on here. And it's at this point that Nanny feels the need to pipe up and tell me, you know, the other day I kind of woke up at like 1 o'clock and I heard like somebody talking on the phone in the kitchen, and I just assumed it was you. And I'm like, no, I was asleep next to you, and I don't know how you didn't notice that. I feel like I should be offended, but either way, no, I was. And she was like, what, really? I swear there was someone in the house talking. And I'm like, okay. That coupled with the door unlocking constantly, little bit freaked out here, you know, not gonna lie, little bit freaked out. Ooh, sack of sacks isn't bad. And actually, I probably should go to the shop with this amount of money. I might get something pretty neat. So either way, we locked both doors and then went to the kitchen, then went to the kitchen. We'll get that just because it's worth a lot with the addition of Polyphemus, and also grab the key while it's cheap, and we just kind of don't have any, so I think that's probably worthwhile. Boss should be off here. Very close to here at the very least. But yeah, we got back, and fortunately the door wasn't unlocked and everything's good. And I, you know, we've got it down to we just kind of must have forgotten to lock it, right? Either that or the addition of locking the gate is making all the difference. Ooh, do I keep the algaes or do I keep the Yera? Oh, do I play it safe or do I play it greedy? That is the ancient question, isn't it? Do we play it safe or do we play it greedy? I think we know the answer is that we play it greedy. Let's be real here. We play it greedy. Careful. I'm surprised I'm killing him so slowly, considering, though if we can activate Whore of Babylon again, we will be in a very good position. Like, if I can walk in a Devil Deal and get Abaddon, we're just kind of on it for the rest of this run, aren't we? Oh, this game is so ridiculous in how satisfying it's remained after all this time. It's crazy just how good it is just playing through a run and having fun and talking about crap and sharing stories. It's so uniquely awesome that no other game has even come close to being able to replicate, and I can really appreciate that. I really can. So that's actually really good. That's a significantly appreciable tears up. And now that we've got that extra money, I am going to go to the shop while it has a reroll in, because there's a good chance we can get something pretty good out of that. So let's do this. Hopefully we get some extra moolah from blowing him up. We didn't, but we did grab the map. So I think we can all agree that was a pretty damn good decision by me. So, you know, we came back and they weren't unlocked, so it was okay. But then I swear to God, at like 3 a.m. the other night, after we'd got back from Christmas Day, I swear I heard the sound of someone trying to unlock the door. So I went into the kitchen and couldn't see anything. And I don't know if it's just my mind playing tricks on me because it thinks there's something going on. And, it's just mental. And it really is kind of freaking us out. We want to get the locks changed because you can never be too safe. But I swear to God, there's some sort of ghost unlocking the door for giggles. And you know what I said would have been really scary on the way home? I was like, imagine if the metal gate's locked, but the door behind it's unlocked. Wouldn't that be spooky? And then she was like, well, that just means someone's hiding in the house. And I was like, oh, why did you have to say that? So obviously, we had a check just to satisfy our own paranoia. Because it's not good when this kind of thing happens to two very paranoid people. So what's this got to do with a couple of books? Well, the reason is because Danny was like, well, what about if it's those books, those spooky books that we think are haunted? What if they're what if they're responsible? And I was like, how can they be? We threw them away, you know, we passed on the curse. And she was like, I didn't throw them away. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean you didn't throw them away? Of course you threw them away. Also, why did I lose Devil Deal chance? Why did it take from my red hearts instead of my proper hearts there? I'm really confused. I swear by default, Curse Room does take from your lead heart pool. I'm not going crazy. Obviously, I'm very salty that we get a floor that's hidden. The floor after I find a map. I find that to be very upsetting on a fundamental level, but that's okay. So either way, she was like, well, I didn't throw them away. And I was like, but you said you were going to. And she was like, well, I didn't in the end. And then this was a big dun, dun, dun moment, because we've not seen the books in a week. We both thought the other person threw them away. They've disappeared from the corridor. Whether they've got accidentally tied it away with something, or maybe one of us did throw them away and forgot, I don't know. But all we know is that they've mysteriously vanished. We can't find them, and they were spooky horror ghost books, and the door is being mysteriously unlocked. So obviously those books held a mischievous spirit, and we are now being haunted by it, and that's what I've got to tell you. So if I ever get dragged off mid-video, you at least now know that's why. But it's really quite spooky. It really is. Fortunately, I am a very much die-hard, logical type. Obviously, there's no such thing. So I don't get too freaked out by it. I definitely get the occasion like, oh, because it can be kind of fun. But I'm very, I would say, hard to unnerve. I'm easy to scare, because I jump very easily to things, and I'm easy to fall for an immediate, oh! You know, like a sudden, but I don't get general unease, you know, that often. I really don't. I did a little bit with this, but I don't in general, so I'm not too worried about it. Danny, on the other hand, is convinced we're all going to die. Yeah, what? Why? I don't get it. Why am I taking damage from... Is that what the champion's belt does? Is that what difficulty up is? Because I thought that just meant the chance for a elite mob to spawn was higher. But is that that's the only thing I can think of, it being the champion's belt? I'm really... Honestly, you'd think after 1,000 hours I would know how everything goes down like the back of my hand, but I'm actually really confused right now as to why I'm not taking damage. Yeah, look! Look, I'm just taking damage. What the hell is causing that? It's got to be the champion's belt. I mean, I guess it would make sense, but still. Also, I can't believe that thing just survived the explosion. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. This is definitely still a blood spurter, so that's fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but we do really need to get some semblance of a quality devil deal. Also, we've kind of definitely solved the whole key problem here. Oh, the D4. The D4. Oh. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to hold on to it as a backup. Because right now, we do have a lot of good potential with Polyphemus. But the thing is, it's the only properly good item that we have. And if we do find ourselves struggling, the D4 is the perfect way out of that situation. So it's kind of a good backup to have. But yeah, definitely being spooky haunted, guys. And I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. No, let's get our map back. Not that it probably matters at this point. Map mappers. Really funny. I realise that. Hopefully this 18% chance that a devil deal comes through for us and we can at least get rid of 2 hearts. I have 45 keys, so I'm not entirely fussed about getting that other one. If this was the boss room, I definitely would have left it there. Do we want chaos? The D4 and chaos? Would that be a little bit... Oh, I just got 2. I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm going to take that as a sign, and we are going to get chaos. We're also going to get the lazy worm for some nice, slow rolling tears. And we're going to make this work. We're going to have chaos, D4, and we're going to see what happens. You know, that's the thing. For science here, we are going to see what happens. See, that time I took damage from the correct place. Maybe it's not the... see, I realize there's already going to be 100 comments telling me what exactly is happening and why I'm an idiot. But still. Hey, Stain. How you doing? You going to give me a little tentacle mash? Is that what you're going to do? Go get him, little bird. Go get him. Way too many random worms here. Way too many. You ever one of those moments where your like voice catches in your throat, or like you accidentally get a little like a oh Jesus, what happened there? Oh, you cough a little bit. No worries. I just had that happen there, which is why I went silent. But I was trying to deal with it silently. I realized that I managed to successfully deal with it silently, but then explaining what happened kind of reduces the point of that. But still, oh, look at all of that good stuff. That's what I like to see there. Eve looks freaking terrifying, but that's okay. If we can get just a proper good devil deal. And the thing is, now that we... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. All right, let's go up. If only I had the treasure map as well. That would be a lot better here. Because right now, this is... Oh, prepare yourself for quite a little bit of a lost floor here. We're unfortunately going to miss out on the boss rush. I mean, I say unfortunately. We're nowhere near strong enough to do it. But maybe if we were D4ing, we would be strong enough. Should I just be using it? Am I overvaluing the potential of just having Polyphemus by itself? Because we are very powerful still. I think if at the end of this floor, we can't activate... Whore of Babylon in a permanent fashion, then I will D4. I think that's a fair way to do this. We are finding so many freaking hearts. Holy hell. That is pretty damn fantastic. We will take the bomb. We're a little bit low on them. But no, the hearts are raining. Oh my god, we found the freaking bosses instantly. I'll kill the first one, because I might as well. And yay, it's war that's not going to drop an orbital, because... we have chaos on. At least I think that's the case. I don't know if there's some fixed drops that proceed even... oh god. Even outside of chaos. It feels like there is. I kind of want to say that there is, but I am not 100%. Oh! That so nearly got him over here. Yeah, I did it, guys. I only sacrificed most of my health, but I did it. Yay, there we go. I think we have our answer. I was about to say, I swear to God, if this is Dagaz again. Like, what are even the chances? That's crazy. If I had a teleport, I'd obviously just go straight into the boss there and would have rushed it a little bit harder and tried to get that sweet free item, but... honestly, the idea of walking into the boss rush, right, and then just teleporting out with the item, it's such a comically cheap way of doing things. I don't even mean in strictly a gameplay sense, though of course that's the case, but imagine if there was a situation in real life where, welcome to the Gladiatorial Games! The year is so many damn hearts! The year is so many damn hearts! We ran out of numbers, now we just name years things, you know. But welcome to the Gladiatorial Games, an homage to thousands and thousands of years ago, where contestants can fight using laser swords for great prizes! And then the crowd roars, so much purity! Too much purity! This is too damn pure! Christ! Either way... there before in the sands there is 3 objects of great power, and we have 3 contestants all trained in the deadly arts that will fight and do battle for your entertainment. Crowd roars. Roar! 3, 2, 1, begin! And the objects are in the arena because they can use them to fight as well as keep them when they walk away with them and all of that jazz. But, you know, we have a contestant that's thought about this a little bit, and he smuggled a brand new experimental device into the arena, and he runs at the podium. The guy was like, oh, and here we have Devil the Devil! Devil the Devil was the best gladiator name I could think of off the top of my head, because I am an uncreative moron. Devil the Devil! I mean, in the future, our creativity has gone because of how, like, the internet totally absorbs our brains. So I'm actually doing social commentary there. And that's how you do English, everyone. Even something that I just said on accidental moronicness, you can totally make it sound like I'm trying to say something meaningful about society. Oh, it's such utter bullshit. Anyway. Devil the Devil, running up to the podiums. He wants to get an early use on them, and he rolls forward and he grabs the cup of wish granting and the sword of giant slaying. This is the future, and they have a sword of giant slaying. And he turns round and faces his opponents. This is going to be epic, and he's gone. He's, one moment. His other two contestants are looking confused. We're getting reports of he's teleported out the arena, everyone. This is unprecedented. And since you all knew what the punchline was going to be as soon as I started doing this bit, because I preempted it by telling you what the bit was about, it's rendered it kind of pointless now that I think about it. You all knew what was gonna go down there. But even on like a modern day game show, they're like, let's have a look at what you could have won, and then they roll out the speedboat that you were fighting for. I guess that's more older game shows, but still, then you just sprint up to it and boom, teleport, you're gone. I mean, it applies in loads of situations. Even just walking to the store and grabbing a cornetto and then just teleport, you're gone. Like, if you had the ability to, in fact, what would be the best single thing to get out of Isaac? You get infinite uses, so if it's a spacebar, you can keep using it. If it's a rune, you can keep using it. You just choose the fool, right? It might be the foolish choice. Literally hilarious. But then no matter where you are, you can just teleport home. No matter what trouble your plane is crashing, bye! You're having a fight to the death, bye! You're being mugged. No, that was just me telling you you're being mugged. I'm sorry, it's happening again. But no, bye! Like, in all situations, it's just such a quite literal get out of jail free card. You're in jail, bye! It's fantastic. The fool, I think, is the low-key best choice item to take out of Isaac in the real life, because it doesn't even mess you up. You just teleport nice and peacefully to home. Like, tell me what is a better choice. There isn't one. And hey, now that we have a 100% chance, we get an item that makes us have a 100% chance, because this game is a massive troll and hates everything that I stand for. So I'm going to sit down, and then maybe we'll get along. More people should sit down while talking. It's really irritating speaking to someone who's pacing backwards and forwards. It's like watching a really small tennis game while having a conversation. Alright, chariots, and we want to keep the arrow. Gee, guys, I wonder what our final boss will be. If I had to guess, that was, of course, totally deliberate. I needed 4 blue hearts to 1 black heart for my final secret technique, so don't be judging me there. The D4 is such a curse. If you were holding an object that completely would randomly rearrange your life, the temptation to use it, always rationalizing that it could be a lot worse, maybe I shouldn't do it, but because let's say you remained yourself, your personality, your looks, everything, but you and all your relatives got re-rolled into something different. So now, boom, now you're the royal family, or boom, now you're all living on the street. It would be such a... imagine if you only got 1 use as well. God damn. I really hope, talking of game shows in the future, we do meet some sort of reality warping race that can create the kind of game show where we just watch someone make one of these choices and see the results and then get really jealous when it works out really well, or start laughing when it works out really poorly. I think it would be definitely cool, right? You know, a show dedicated to watching someone randomly re-roll their life life and dealing with the results. Like, all silliness aside, I think that would actually be a really freaking interesting premise, and like, you know full well you would watch it, right? So whenever that does happen in the future, I expect massive royalties for coming up with the idea in a YouTube video back in 2017. So yes, thank you very much. We're gonna take the Polaroid and come on. I think it's time we reroll. I think it's time we shake this up. Let's do it. This was a poor result. This was a really poor result. I mean, we got an extra guppy item, which is of course good, but for the most part, this was a mistake. This was genuinely a mistake. Oh, we do have euthanasia, which is okay, but this could be a lot more powerful. Tier bombs as well, but I mean, we've got the occasional fly, which is cool, but no, we want to reroll this. I was thinking about keeping it just in case, but we're past getting any items. The devil deal is absolutely pathetic. We still have Yera for the chest, which is cool. This guy is the freaking Dodge Master. Look at that. Oh my god, Neo's really let himself go though. So we'll charge it again and we'll go again, because at this point we've just got to. We're committed now. We are committed. And I do think that's something meaningful to say, right? Commit yourself to something bad happening and then you're forced to try and make it good. Instead of accepting just alright, take a risk, and then if it goes terribly wrong, well, at least now it's terribly wrong, so you only have something to gain by trying again. I think there's some merit to that line of thinking. Maybe not a load of merit, but definitely some merit. Alright, let's pop this guy like so. There we go, looking good. We'll go in the curse room just in case and instantly regret the decision. Obviously, I'm going to use that. How else would I kill invisible enemies outside of automatically attacking them, guys? God, I mean, that was a very, very clear solution to my problem there. Alright, here we go, everyone. Here we go. And this is pretty poor as well. This is definitely not the best. How am I getting this unlucky? Also, do I have 4 separate sacks right now? Why do they not combine into a super sack? Like, how cool would that be? But no, I don't have a super sack. Like, oh my god, it should be a Santa sack, right? Because Isaac's a kid, that makes sense. If you get all 4 of the bags, you get the Santa sack, which has a chance of giving you just a straight-up item every couple of rooms. That would be really powerful, but you do have to get 5 different sacks to have it. The 4 that I have now, and then the sack of sacks, and then you combine into I mean, you wouldn't probably call it specifically Santa sack, so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel off-seasonal when it's not Christmas time, but still, right, that would be really, really cool to have the mega sack, and then if you get the super bum and the mega sack, they can combine together, and just then you become literally Santa at that point, and I think that's definitely something that we need. You become an omnipresent god that can either has full mastery and control over time, or it can travel at speeds that would make the Flash jealous. Alright, do we get another? Oh, we don't. I don't want to do the boss before I... Also, when did we lose Yera? Am I being an idiot here, or... Oh, did we re-roll into something that means we can only have pills? Did that happen? Or am I just being stupid? I always have to ask myself, is the solution to the current problem just me being stupid? There's always that thing to work with, but I don't think so. I think this is more a case of me not noticing something. And I do that a lot recently. Come on. Oh no. Oh my god. What is this shite? Look at this. This is awful. Why is this going so wrong? D4, what are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I have made a huge mistake. I have made an absolutely huge mistake on so many levels. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill them all with bombs, because at least then I can't trigger. Oh my god. Is he immune to bombs when he comes up like that? I mean, we got Revenge Fly working on him, so that's good. But at least this way I don't trigger. Oh god. There we go. We got him. We got him. But I am very, very disappointed. How have we managed to not have a better reroll with this many attempts? Telepills! I don't know if that helped or not. I really don't. But, oh my god. Please. Please, world. Please let me get rid of Cursed Eye. I'm just going to take damage so that Revenge Fly kills him for me. And I think that's probably... Oh, thank you so much. Oh! This one's quite interesting. Fairly okay damage. Monstro's Lung, triple shot, shielded tears with Libra and flaming tears. We've got Cancer. This might be the one. This might actually be the one here, because this is pretty decent. Admittedly, this is pretty decent. I mean, our range is really shoddy, but there's a good chance here that this just works out for us. And, of course, I'm a big fan of the mind. Knowledge is power, as I always say. And then again, as far as TV show pitches go, a world where knowledge literally is power. Granted, it would kind of go against the whole point of the phrase, if knowledge gave you physical strength, because that's kind of what it's saying you don't need if you have knowledge, but still, like, we just Dragon Ball Z-ify the world, and your IQ becomes your power level. That's how you do it. Granted, an IQ is a horrible way of telling someone's, you know, actual, proper intelligence. It's kind of silly, honestly, how much people put into that, but, right? It would still be kind of a cool little concept. I'm going to keep Perthrow, because I do think that re-rolling the 4 items on the chest is quite potent. Yeah, the only thing about this is the explosions do mean that I'm going to be in range of them quite a lot. So, maybe based on that, I should give this up. But, oh, it's such a hard thing to tell. I mean, I can still always re-roll. I was mainly thinking about it for the sake of the extra battery that we have. And when given the choice to fight 2 envies or walk away from 2 envies, I think we can all agree that I did the right thing there. I think we all definitely can. And that should be okay on him. Come on, burn to death! Thank you very much. Not often you get to yell that. Yeah, no, this is actually a really awkward way of doing it, though. The shielded tears is so good. What do I do? What do I do this evening? Oh, I'm taking so much damage so pointlessly. Ow! Alright, no, I might have to give this one up. Granted, I still have 9 lives, so maybe I go until I kind of am desperate, then re-roll again, use it like I initially wanted to. I just kind of wanted to get to the chest, see what Perthrow gave me with the 4 items, and then we might get something. Like, if we got Pyromaniac with this, we'd suddenly be having an absolutely fantastic time. That's the thing, that's what I'm kind of hoping, but it does mean I need to do the Cathedral while constantly blowing myself up. And I don't need to tell you, because I'm sure it happens to you all the time, when you're trying to go about your day-to-day life and you just keep spontaneously exploding, I mean, the whole thing becomes quite difficult to do. I mean, you can't, even simple things, like, you can't go shopping for a new t-shirt when every now and then you blow up half the store. It just doesn't work like that. So, we do have to allow for these things. And the contamination's obviously good for giving us a nice little softening up of the room. You know, it's kind of a weird form of biological weapon where it doesn't kill people. It's like giving the entire enemy army a strong cold before fighting them. It's annoying. It's not going to kill them, but it is annoying and does give you, I guess, a little advantage. That's actually kind of cool, because obviously there are the rules of war of which biological weapons aren't to be used, but imagine if there was kind of a grey area where, like, 2 out of 10 level power biological weapons, they're kind of okay, so you can give the enemy flu, but you can't make their arms fall off. I think there's definitely some room for negotiation here, but then again, you could definitely say that, you know, first you make them have the flu, you know, it's only a couple years before you're like, oh, they don't need their left eye, they're still not technically blind, and then maybe we'll lose sight of what this began as, because, like, we lost the eye. I know, really funny. Yeah, this is a real curse. Shielded tears, but also, why did I just get a shield there? That kind of implies bad things to me, because we had a lot of red health, and maybe the emphasis here is on had a lot of red health, and I'm actually about to die. Which is okay, because we have 9 lives, but I'm still a little bit concerned about this, because, you know, I would like to complete the run. Yeah, no, this is absolutely awful. I think what I will do is get to the next floor, use the mine to know where I'm actually supposed to be heading, and then just re-roll and try and remember where I was supposed to be heading, which admittedly might be easier said than done. In fact, what's something that's easier done than said? I'm not sure, actually. Okay, I think I might have to re-roll here, just because we now have effectively no health. That's not great either, honestly. It's not amazing. I also have no idea how much health I actually do have. But at the same time... Oh, there is a library over there, so maybe there might be a book that helps us out. I mean, I guess I will save that battery and then re-roll if I die again. That kind of seems to be the way to go here. Oh, God. This isn't great. This is so slow on the damage. But we do have sticky tears that are doing quite a lot of damage, so maybe that's what we need to focus on here more than anything else. I'm not entirely certain. Oh, we're all nice and slow. Oh, we did take damage but didn't die, so we have definitely got some health back. Whether it's enough to be tangibly useful, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Just need to put more stickiness on him. Fortunately, the sticky bomb on that, we'll get rid of that, and looking good. So it could definitely be worse, but it also could be better. So we got the Bible, which is got the Satanic Bible, I should point out. That shouldn't be just assumed to be the regular Bible people are talking about. And then we'll go fight Isaac with that. The invulnerability should give us enough time to transition him, at which point it is effectively a free kill. The pink eye extra poison damage might do what we need it to do here. I don't know, I've never been in this position before. This is kind of annoying. It's been a while since I've had to really work for a run. Okay, we make it so the knife's damaging him, at the very least. Have I not had a single sticky tier? There we go. Let's start piling them in. And we're kind of out of the shield. I'm not sure this is really that much better. It's more damage, for sure. We're killing him a lot quicker now. But whether that's enough? Whether that is enough? I just don't know. Oh, God. I did not see him teleport behind me there. Alright, that's enough explosives to make him go to the next one. But now he's not going to stick around long enough to have one of them explode on him. So, oh no, he did. He did. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. So we still take the D4 to the next floor. But it's... I don't know. I think we'll be okay. I do. I think we'll be okay. He actually took quite a lot of them there, so that's good for us. The thing is, the thing that bugs me right now is I have no idea what kind of health I'm on. So I don't know if I should play a little bit recklessly, or just assume that I'm one hit from death and play like the bitchiest bitch that ever did bitch. It's a really difficult decision. To bitch or not bitch. It's something that, you know, humanity asks itself every single day. And you've got to... Ooh, cuckoo. That was so close. I had to do a terrible bird impression just to escape the fury. Alright, let's go grab the D4 once again, which is our both blessing and curse when it comes to this. And then hopefully everything should be okay, question mark. See, the thing is, I always find that with Eve runs, they're either a real struggle or they're absolutely amazing. It seems like there's very few times that they're just kind of in the middle. Then again, you could argue that this run is kind of in the middle, because while we are struggling, it's certainly not like, oh, we're on half a heart, we're kind of weak, how are we even in the cathedral, we had no right to get here, we've been so unlucky. You know, that level of we might actually genuinely lose at any time struggling. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And give me the goods. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. Good God. Per throw. Little bit better. Little bit better. Oh, fuck it. Let's just go for it. I mean, Jacob's Ladder quad shot. Very weird mushroom. I mean, the potential is here, right? And we've got Nord Leaf with the dagger. That might actually be the way to go. Just so we end up with this. Yeah, I think this might be okay. And we have Telepills, which I believe will take us literally to the next room, making this completely pointless. We do have Accuracy is Power, so we do have Lightning Balls. I can totally get behind lightning balls. Oh god, why am I behind balls of lightning? That was my best roleplay of I'm behind lightning balls. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was fairly accurate, you know, because I, of course, am a capable actor. Whoop. Ugh, that's kind of pointless. I'm still going to keep the D4 because, as I said, and as I do keep saying, oh, that was awesome! Yeah, Kidney Stone with this is admittedly pretty cool. We'll grab the extra heart. The fairy was running from the battle there, the cowardly, cowardly little bastard, but that's okay. Yeah, when this gets going, I think this is definitely the best reroll we've had, which, to be fair, at this point, I should stop saying to be fair so much, but I really do feel like I deserve it. I don't want to use my kidney stone shot on this room, so I'm waiting for it to be completed by other the stars! Wow, I'm really getting unlucky. Normally I'm on point when it comes to randomly teleporting effectively just in front of Blue Baby's room. Like, that's one of my... Like, if I had to put it right as CV for my main Isaac skills to get hired by the basement, being able to do really good random teleports would definitely be something that I would put on there, as well as excellent map knowledge. But I think both of those are being proven, sadly, less correct as I would like them to be in this run. Keep that going, looking good. We do have very good tier blockage, which is also fantastic. Yeah, look at that. I'm barely even trying to dodge stuff, and I'm not getting hit. Obviously, that's thanks to the orbitals that are going on. Fortunately, I can't block Brimstone. They really should add an item that lets you block Brimstone. Like, the Trinity Shield should make Brimstone kind of flow around it, so you're in the beam, and it looks really epic. That would be a really cool extra bonus for that item. Alright, can we kill him as well, please? Thank you very much. I'm going to go here. Well, at least we can quickly clear the room thanks to the kidney stone. What do we got? Nothing, nothing. Come on. Infestation is at least doing work here. We've got quite the damaging spiders. I wonder if the spider damage is determined when the spider spawns, or if the spider damage is determined when the spider connects. Because if it's technically when it connects, and the accuracy is power, will keep powering up the spider while it's out. But I don't know. I would guess it's when it connects, because that makes the most sense to me. That seems like the logical way of doing things. But you never really know with stuff like this. You never really do. What we get? It's alright. It's not great. I mean, I'd like it to give me conjoin, then we get a couple extra shots just for free. But as it stands, is my response to the fart baby. Why can I see that as like a quote on a product, as like a review? Quote, is my response to the fart baby. End quote. Dash Josh, 4 out of 5 stars. It totally is, right? It's just a really weird product review. Ooh, rubber cement is definitely fine. Of course I ran out of hard drive space literally in front of Blue Baby's room, but And go! Yes, that was a good little opener on him. Oh, absolutely beautiful. This turned out okay in the end, guys. This turned out okay. I am quite pleased. Oh, I have glitter bombs. I didn't even realize. Look at that. Boom. Let's see what we would have had. Judas's shot. Oh my god, are you serious? This is what I was one reroll away. God damn it, game. Like you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Oh, goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video flow, shenanigans and Overwatch, and his fans all know that every single thumbnail that this man makes without fail makes you do a double take, catching your attention with every verse. See, say that you need healing but you're at his mercy. Get it? Cause it's a pun. On his channel, that's one of the better ones. Widow is venomous, I see no end to this. Cataclysm's imminent when Rage is in his element. Pandemonium is not familiar with irrelevance. Maximum Genji beam, oh so elegant. Joke so funny, causing you to cry. Editing is quality as the noon is high. Yo, concussion man, shoot to the sky. Cap it all off with a goodbye.